When you understand your individual design, then you are in a space of protecting your life. Personalizing your life is for your protection. You're living according to what is comfortable for you, because there are no cookie-cutter solutions to life, but there are always solutions that are right for you.
It's your life. Choose it, just as it is. Own it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Change it. As long as you can breathe and learn, it can get better. To live is mere existence. To learn is a choice. Learning produces life. Life seeks to give love. And real love has reason to laugh.
I'm Donna Johnson, your host, public speaker, and business coach, and you can learn all about me at www.donnaspeaks.com. Tonight is when you'll begin the process of embracing all that you are and what is in your life. You'll begin to see every single trait you have as intentional and every single experience you have had and will have as meaningful. You'll begin to understand that your sole duty in life, according to Zara, is to harmonize the two, your traits as well as your experiences.
At first glance, it appears that challenges are my specialty. But the truth is, individuality is my specialty. Okay. Challenges are inevitable, and it's important to personal growth. Oftentimes when challenges come, we want to run away, we want to shy from. But life is about learning, and the only way you're going to learn is to be stretched, to be pressed, and to be willing to stretch. So when the challenges come, it's not about the challenge, it's about how you respond when they show up. What I do is give the tools to be able to flow with what life throws.
Now, we're talking about resilience. You were in New Orleans during Hurricane Katrina, and that experience intensified you both personally and professionally.
Yes, and we get so lost in our world that we forget there's a whole world going on. The world is ever evolving. So while things are happening in the world, we have no control over that. I know a bunch of us want to believe that we do. We make plans, we have things that we want to do, but life has a way of interrupting. So when life comes and interrupts your plans, then it's like a 18-wheel on the road, and you in your little Pinto, when the truck is coming, if you're smart, you get out of the way, or you flow with it. And so what happened is, yes, Hurricane Katrina, let me just say that before I try and minimize the how traumatic an event it was traumatic indeed. But here's what I realized more than anything, that it is individual resilience that is the determining factor between those who thrive in personal storms and those who life by its natural design will absolutely beat up. If you are not understanding who you are, if you are not applying who you are and aligning yourself with what life presents. And here's why I called this series Personalize Your Life, because you cannot fight unbeatable forces. In this case, my unbeatable force was Mother Nature. Right. So what I had to do was embrace Hurricane Katrina and everything that she presented. In embracing that, first of all, it started with a decision to decide that regardless of the loss, regardless of the material possessions that were gone, the family members that were scattered, the ones we wondered whether or not they were even dead or alive, including my father and brother, all the different professional life experiences. I remember the moment I realized that I had no proof of my professional world. That was the hardest piece for me. It wasn't all my fine suits. It wasn't my fine shoes. It wasn't the purses. It wasn't all those material things. It was about what I had worked so hard for and the things that were really important to me with being able to start over. And then I realized something. I realized in the midst of all of that stuff, and even though I didn't have the proof, that stuff that was gone did not change who I was. It did not change what I knew. It did not change the things that got me to where I was and all the different accomplishments. It didn't take away any of those things. It just took away the proof that I'd done them.
Right.
From a student perspective, there are some things that we choose to learn, and there are things life decides we need to learn. So apparently, life decided that there was a whole lot of lessons that I needed to learn in a short period of time.
Okay.
That's how I had to do that.
And now I am going to just briefly go over those 3 wonderful philosophies of life that you just gave to us so that the callers will be able to get that information. Number 1, life happens. Life does not happen to you. Number 2, your experiences are purposeful and intended to prepare you. Third and most important is the key to your growth is to make your next decision better than your last.
Yes.
You put that together really well for us. Really, really good. Really good. Here's the piece, Zara, that I think really is a special gem, that there's something that each person has that's so identifiable to who they are that when they know it, it immediately begins the process of self-acceptance and being comfortable in their own skin. Explain what you've called the priority of our existence.
Yes, I love it. This is really the heart of what I do. Each of us are designed in different ways. The priority of your existence, once you identify what that is, here's how it serves you. To really make psychology simple, is I've broken it into priorities because we all have things that are more important for us than other things. And when you can identify what that thing is, then you no longer have to feel any kind of inferiorities or insecurities or inadequacies, and all of which are those 3 which I call the hindering eyes. You have to experience those kinds of things. It actually causes you to not have to undergo a whole lot of scrutiny or heartache because you don't feel a certain pull or a tug that somebody else might. This is going to tie in everything else we've talked about so far. Personalizing your life is for your protection. The same way I talked about that cubicle, the same way I explained what I did during Hurricane Katrina. Look at your life. Understand what your priority of existence is, and personalize your life in a way that you are not swayed in the wind, swayed by different philosophies, swayed by what other people say you're supposed to do, living according to other people's desires for you instead of living according to your design.